Hi, I'm Lance with Ultimate Canine, and today we're going to talk about stress. Stress from your dog's perspective. So, a lot of people see a dog shake, a dog move away from people, and what do? They pick the dog up. The dog has some stress, but by picking the dog up and holding it and saying, oh, it's okay, they're just adding to the stress. The dogs don't understand what's going on in the situation. So let's say you have, like, Paris Hilton's dog. I always used to see her with that Chihuahua she had, and that thing was always shaking unless it was in her arms, and then it was still shaking. That dog was stressed out to be anywhere but there, and when it wasn't there, it was stressed. So, the reason I'm talking about stress is because we see a lot of dogs that are stressed. And it can be environmental factors. I think environmentals are the number one reasons that a dog has a lot of stress. So when you get a puppy, the dog needs to get out in the environment and see all those things. So my theory on it is everything that a human does from 0 to 10 years old, experiences, going to the grocery store, getting in the car, going to the mall, all that stuff. In 10 years, that's equivalent to 1 year in a dog's life. They're growing so fast in their brain stimulation, all that stuff's going so fast. The neuroplasticity is so huge in there, they're just learning at such a rapid pace. If you don't get them in those environments, it'd be just like a child. If they were stuck in your house for the first 10 years and you maybe got them out once or twice to go get their shots at the doctor, their vaccinations, get a physical, everything is going to be scary. And brain development is going to suffer tremendously because there's no stimulus to get that out. So what do you think happens there? Stress. If a dog's never seen a huge dump truck go by, let's say you live out in the country, dog's never been in a city, never been into town, only to go to the vet maybe. There's stress there. If a dog doesn't understand noises, thunderstorms, when there's a thunderstorm, if you're outside leading your dog around or inside the house playing games with your dog, having them play games for their food, you're teaching them that thunderstorms mean food. You can alleviate most of these problems through leadership. Stress on a dog is much like stress on a person. A lot of it's from lack of understanding. If a person is stressed out and somebody comes along and they're like, hey, what are you stressed out about today? And they're like, oh, well, you know, my car is a flat tire and I just really don't know how to do it and change it. But you step in and you're like, hey, this is how you change it. I'm going to show you. And that person believes in you. Their stress is going to go away because somebody's there to lead them. Your dog is the same way, except for most people aren't trying to lead their dogs anymore. They're trying to coddle the dog through it. Oh, it's okay, Fluffy. You know, I know you're scared, but it's okay. When you're petting your dog and you're talking to it and it doesn't understand and you're trying to console your dog, you're actually just leading to more stress because you're teaching the dog, I have no idea what you're saying, what you're doing. You're just touching me this time. You're just telling me that this is what I need to do. You're actually praising the dog for being stressed. When if you have the dog lead the dog through it, hey, we're going to go here, here, and here. You do this. Here's your reward for this. You get them out of it. You work them through it. In the military, if you were stressed and you were like, I don't want to move because there's gunfire, they made you move, otherwise something really bad's going to happen if you shut down, if you can't deal with that stress. The stress all comes out, all that stuff down the road. But stress is a huge thing with dogs, and the only way to really get over it is to lead your dog through it with clear, concise communication, with correct reward timing. If those things are not on, and they're not correct, you're just adding to stress. If your dog is scared of a car going by, but your dog knows, my dad's leading me or my mom's leading me or my parents are leading me and we're going and they're confident, the dog's going to gain confidence in you. But if every time a car goes by and your dog's scared, you pick it up and, it's okay, it's going to be okay. The next car is going to lead to more stress and more stress and more stress. And pretty soon, every time a car goes by, the dog's going to be crawling on you, hold me, hold me, hold me, because that's all I understand when a car goes by. So, some things to think about. Because if your dog lives with stress for 15 years, what kind of life is that? And that's the problem. then the dogs start to fear pee, stress pee, do all these things, then they end up back in the shelter. So when you see your dog having some stress and you're wondering what to do with it, good solid leadership is what you should do with it. Get your dog out of that stressful mindset into a followership mindset, and then reward comes through correctness, through good communication chains, and everything will get better from there on out. And if you don't know how to do that, contact somebody that does. There's plenty of people that do. So, thanks for watching. Leave some comments. Have a great day.